Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yeshua Allah and world and brother Ezekiel.
Brother Chris.
And we're at it again for the finale of Fearing the Most High. Or How to Fear the Most High, however you title it. We're going to start today in Luke chapter 1 and verse 46. And basically we're going to show why you should fear him. Through the whole lesson we've been doing that. But, I'm jumping back and forth with the New Testament and show and prove certain things with the new as well, mixed in with the old. So everybody doesn't think I'm just only bringing out the old. But anyways, let's go ahead and start there. Luke chapter 1 and verse 46.
Luke chapter 1 verse 46 says, And Mary said, My soul doth magnify the Most High, and my spirit hath rejoiced in Yah, my Savior.
No, in Jesus Christ, my Savior.
In Yah, my Savior.
So, in Yah, my Savior, real quick, for Old Testaments, okay? Once again, we know what Isaiah 40 all the way through 45 or 46, however you want to put it. We know the Most High is our only Savior. That's why I specifically said it like this. But the Most High also says through Nehemiah, and Nehemiah said that the Most High sent many saviors on here, plural. Okay, so when you go back to Nehemiah 9 and 27, you'll see what I'm talking about. But anywho, just show and prove she was giving glory all to the Most High. But go ahead, Elder.
For he hath regarded the low estate of his handmaiden. For behold, from henceforth all generations shall call me blessed. For he that is mighty hath done to me great things, and holy is his name. And his mercy is on them that fear him from generation to generation.
And his mercy is on them that fear him from generation to generation. How do we fear the Most High? Keeping his law, statute, and commandments. Plain and simple. Okay? It don't get no easier than that, okay, or harder than that, or whatever you want to put it. All right? But go ahead, Elder.
Keep reading?
Yeah.
Because that was 50.
Yeah, we're going to keep reading.
He hath shown strength with his arm. He hath scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts. But he hath put down the mighty from their seats, and exalted them of low decree. He hath filled the hungry with good things, and the rich he hath sent empty away. He hath helped his servant Israel in remembrance of his memory, of his mercy, as he spake to our fathers, to Abraham, and to his seed forever.
So right there, showing and prove all these things. What Mary just said right here. Basically, in a nutshell, the Most High could give, but he also could take away. If you but fear the Most High, keep his law, statute, and commandments, he'll bless you in everything you do. Even the lowest of people, or the highest of people, whatever your stature is and thing. You but fear him, he'll give an abundance unto you. Okay? So we're just showing to prove that through the New Testament. Now we'll go, let's jump to 2 Chronicles, because we got a couple of chapters to read. Chapter 13 we're going to begin with. And this backs all this up as well. Yep. 2 Chronicles chapter 13. We'll start at verse 1.
2 Chronicles chapter 13. Okay. And verse 1 says, Now in the 18th year of Jeroboam began Abijah to reign over Judah. He reigned 3 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name also was Micaiah, the daughter of Uriel of Gibeah. And there was war between Abijah and Jeroboam. Verse 3. And Abijah set the battle in array with an army of valiant men of war, even 400,000 chosen men. Jeroboam also set the battle in array against him with 800,000 chosen men, being mighty men of valor. And Abijah stood up upon Mount Zemaraim, which is in Mount Ephraim, and said, Hear me, thou Jeroboam, and all Israel. Are ye not to know that the Most High, our power of Israel, gave the kingdom over Israel to David forever, even to him and his sons by a covenant of salt.
So right here is showing to prove why he's saying this, because number one, you ain't supposed to be fighting your own brethren. And obviously that's diversity, and this is why the Most High says he's going to bring all of Israel back, and one ain't going to be no split kingdoms and things. But showing to prove right here, just like what's happening today, because nobody, Israel, the northern kingdom, was doing so much wickedness and stuff that they were worshiping other gods, whatever. And obviously we seeing this as a fight that's going on between the brethren and stuff, our own people, our ancestors. So just showing to prove he's bringing a known fact. This was a promise that was made to David on to so forth and so on, obviously, but we know that promise was all talking about the Mashiach. Okay, Yeshua, Yahushai, Yeshua, okay, Jesus Christ, however you guys say. That's who they were talking. That's who the Most High was talking about. So right here, we're just showing to prove that that covenant was supposed to be for Judah only, and it's just that one man. Okay, so this is why they're fighting also too, because people still trying to get things and be king over certain things and appointed stuff when they haven't been told or commanded by the Most High to become. So they ain't staying in their lane. But go ahead, Elder.
Verse 6. Yet Jeroboam the son of Nebat, the servant of Solomon the son of David, is risen up and hath rebelled against his king. And there are gathered unto him vain men, the children of Belial, and have strengthened themselves against Rehoboam the son of Solomon, when Rehoboam was young and tender-hearted and could not withstand them. And now you think to withstand the kingdom of the Most High in the hand of the sons of David. And ye be great multitude, and there are with you golden calves which Jeroboam made for your gods. Have you not cast out the priests of the Most High, the sons of Aaron and the Levites, and have made you priests after your manner of the nations of other lands? So that whatsoever cometh to consecrate himself with a young bullock and 7 rams, the same might be a priest of them that are no gods.
See? So right there showing and prove they're not using the actual priesthood, and the Levites, they all kicked out and stuff because they was actually telling them the truth, just like today. But a lot of y'all don't want to hear specific Levites who's trying to teach you guys the laws according to what the book says and not according to how somebody feels, or want to shy away from certain laws and things like that because they're worried about losing you. So that's what's going on in Israel today. And then you have some teachers who are not thoroughly reading the laws for themselves, and if they're calling themselves teacher, they're not teaching the thorough, the full law. Like I had a question today about there's all this stuff going on about keeping the holy days over in Jerusalem and stuff. And today, there's a law back in the book of Numbers, I think it was chapter 9, where it speaks about if some men came up to Moshe and said that we're defiled because we touched the dead body and stuff. So should we not be able to keep the Passover? And Moshe said, hold on, let me go ask the Most High. So he asked the Most High, and the Most High said unto him, as a matter of fact, let's get it real quick. Hold that. I was bringing it out, but I'd rather give the full thing. Numbers chapter 9 and verse 6. Go ahead, Elder. Real quick.
And there were certain men who were, Numbers the 9th chapter and verse 6. And there were certain men who were defiled by the dead body of a man, and they could not keep the Passover on that day. And they came before Moshe and before Aaron on that day. And those men said unto him, we are defiled by the dead body of a man. Wherefore are we kept back, that we may not offer an offering unto the Most High in his appointed season among the children of Israel? And Moshe said unto them, stand still, and I will hear what the Most High will command concerning you. And the Most High spoke unto Moshe, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if any man of you of your posterity shall be unclean by reason of a dead body, or be in a journey afar off, yet he shall keep the Passover unto the Most High.
So, if you be defiled of a dead body, or be in a journey afar off, which is only in Jerusalem, yet he shall keep the Passover unto the Most High. So that kills that whole argument what's going on today about, oh, we supposed to keep the feast days in an unknown land and things like that. Yes.
Or that doctrine, because I think it's a doctrine. So.
Well, it is a doctrine, but once again, too, folks ain't reading this for what it says, and they're not dissecting it because, well, like we said, they trying to get followers and stuff, instead of be followers of the Most High. But anywho, just showing to prove right there. So let's jump back to Second Chronicles
13 and verse 10.
Yep, go ahead.
But as for us, the Most High is our power, and we have not forsaken him. And the priests which minister unto the Most High are the sons of Aaron, and the Levites wait upon their business.
So the priests which minister unto the Most High are the sons of Aaron, and the Levites wait upon their business. They also help with with teaching the laws to all of Israel. But go ahead.
And they burn unto the Most High every morning and every evening burnt sacrifices and sweet incense. The showbread also set they in order upon their pure table, and the candlestick of gold with the lamps thereof to burn every evening, for we keep the charge of the Most High our power. But ye have forsaken him. And behold, the Most High himself is with us for our captain, and his priests with sounding trumpets to cry alarm against you.
Which are sounding trumpets to cry alarm against you. See, staying in order about certain things, who shall only be blowing shofars and things like that? Levites here. But go ahead, Elder. Sorry. O children of Israel.
12. Thank you. And behold, Most High himself is with us for our captain and his priests with sounding of trumpets to cry alarm against you, O children of Israel. Fight ye not against the Most High, our power of your fathers, for ye shall not prosper. But Jeroboam caused an ambushment to come about behind them, so they were before Judah, and the ambushment was behind them.
You see how wicked this is? How our own people can be and stuff? Here it is, they trying to show love, and I'm going to do a whole segment on what love is. What the Most High love is versus hippie love. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay? So, right here, showing and prove, this is how wicked they were. Even their brother was trying to tell them the truth and show love. And they were keeping the law, like it says, even though you're supposed to go against your brother. But when it's a time of war, the Torah says you're supposed to go and talk it out first before you go to war. The whole time they're talking it out, he was planning to get them killed by ambushing them from the back. See, that's some wicked stuff. And that's a lot of you guys do that out here today in so-called Israelite camps and things like that. Oh, here you go again, talk about camps. No, because it's the fact. Y'all the ones that's keeping the people diverse and stuff because you're teaching all these doctrines when you're supposed to teach one doctrine, which is the Torah. That's it. Okay? But anyways, go ahead, Elder.
Verse 14. And when Judah looked back, behold, the battle was before and behind. And they cried unto the Most High, and the priests sounded with the trumpets.
And the priests sounded with the trumpets. Go ahead.
Then the men of Judah gave a shout. And as the men of Judah shouted, it came to pass that the Most High smote Jeroboam and all Israel before Abijah and Judah. And the children of Israel fled before Judah, and the Most High delivered them into their hand. And Abijah and his people slew them with a great slaughter. So fell down slain of Israel 500,000 chosen men. Thus the children of Israel were brought under at that time, and the children of Judah prevailed, because they relied upon the Most High, the power of their fathers.
Because they relied on the Most High. They feared the Most High. No matter what situation it was, they all first called on the Most High, seeing that they were going to get attacked from the back and from the front. So out of fear, they called on the Most High, and and believe that if you follow and do what he does, ask you to do, and keeping his laws and stuff, staying obedient, he got you, like he told you. And Deuteronomy 28 and verse 18, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, your enemies should come in one way, and they should flee before you 7 different ways, whether it's Gentiles or your own people. Okay? You got wicked individuals out here. But go ahead, Elder.
Verse 19. And Abijah pursued after Jeroboam and took cities from him, Bethel with the towns thereof, and Jeshanah with the towns thereof, and Ephraim with the towns thereof. Neither did Jeroboam recover strength again in the days of Abijah. And the Most High struck him, and he died. But Abijah waxed mighty, and married 14 wives, and begot 22 sons, and 16 daughters. And the rest of the acts of Abijah, and his ways and his sayings, are written in the story of the prophet Iddu.
So real quick. So, to y'all out there that's pushing this whole forget polygyny stuff, that King David didn't have those laws and stuff of what it tells you in Deuteronomy 17, verse 14 all the way down. He didn't have that law, right? So you mean to tell me that
21.
Abijah, you mean to tell me that he didn't have them laws neither, right? And when we get into chapter 14, the Most High called him a righteous man. So I'm just that's for later though.
And he's like a bloodline of David, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, and then also here's another lost book, the story of Prophet Iddo. So once again, these are other books that we're missing and things. But anywho, let's jump chapter 14, verse 1.
All the way through?
Yep.
2 Chronicles chapter 14, verse 1 says, So Abijah slept with his fathers, and they buried him in the city of David, and Asa, his son, reigned in his stead. In his days the land was quiet 10 years, and Asa did that which was good and right in the eyes of the Most High his power. For he took away all the altars of the strange gods and the high places, and brake down the images, and cut down the groves, and commanded Judah to seek the Most High the power of their father, and to do the law and the commandment.
And to do the law and the commandment. All right, so they ain't just the commandments. No, you're supposed to do both. All right, so stop that. But anyways, go ahead.
Verse 5. And he took away out of the cities of Judah the high places and the images, and the kingdom was quiet before him. And he built fenced cities in Judah, for the land had rest, and he had no war in those years, because the Most High had given him rest. Therefore he said unto Judah, Let us build these cities, and make about them walls, and towers, gates, and bars, while the land is yet before us, because we have sought the Most High our Father. For we have sought him, and he has given us rest on every side. So they built and prospered. And Asa had an army of men that bare targets and spears, out of Judah 300,000, and out of Benjamin that bare shields and drew bows 280,000, and all these were mighty men of valor.
Stop right there, Ellie. So just showing and prove, if you guys would just follow those laws, statutes, commandments, and put down all the man-made doctrines, so all you so-called man with titles all through Israel today and stuff, if you just lay your pride and ego down and actually teach the laws, I mean every single law there is, guess what we can do? What the Most High allows us to do instead of just individuals doing it.
Work so quick in his nation.
Right, big time. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But you know what? That'd be the Most High will. If he's giving y'all a rapid bed in mind, then that's basically got to be the 2/3 right there. And for y'all that following that stuff, y'all going to follow it be the 2/3 as well. So either way, all right, I'm just going to tell it how it is and stuff. You know, it may sound cocky or arrogant or whatever, however you want to call it and stuff, because I'm tired of this crap that's going on with Israel. Seriously, every day I wake up, there's always something. I got messages coming from people talking about questions on another man-made doctrine and things like that, I don't have a problem answering them. But the fact that, why are you still following these guys? Why do you follow them? Why you even take the time out of your whole work schedule, whatever you're doing, to watch their video or even listen to what they got to say, when you could be using that time to be dissecting this word for yourself? Just saying. But anyways, go ahead, Elder.
Verse 9. And there came out against them Zerah, the Ethiopian, with an host of 1,300 chariots, and came unto Marishah. Then Asa went out against him, and they set the battle in array in the valley of Zaphatha at Marishah. And Asa cried unto the Most High his power, and said, Father, it is nothing with thee to help, whether with many or with them that have no power. Help us, O Father, our power, for we rest on thee, and in thy name go we in this multitude. O Father, thou art our power. Let not man prevail against thee.
So they're still acquiring for the Most High, even though no one would probably would have kicked their butts or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But show and prove here, our people were calling on the Most High because they feared him. We had that much trust in the Most High that nothing's going to happen to us. But I don't know where that trust is today, you know. And then especially when it says here for the Ethiopians, to my Ethiopian people that's watching this, hey, this is what they're not teaching you in the land and stuff. This is not what they're teaching you at the Orthodox churches and all this and that and the other. They're not going to teach you these things. You're talking to real Israelites on here who's trying to show love and give you time also by listening and actually hearing and reading for yourself instead of that small little book that has the portrait of Ceramicus and, you know, Talmud and things, or what you would call Mary, you know, and what they say is Christ and stuff. That's not the book. Okay? So I'm trying to help you guys here, if you guys would just take heed to what I'm saying and show and prove by picking up the book and actually reading it for yourself. All right? So, hey, that's showing love and not, you know, pray for your enemies and so forth and so on, like the Mashiach said to do. So that's what we're trying to do here. But go ahead, Elder.
Verse 12. So the Most High smote the Ethiopians before Asa and before Judah, and the Ethiopians fled. And Asa and the people that were with him pursued them unto Gerar. And the Ethiopians were overthrown that they could not recover themselves, but they were destroyed before the Most High and before his host, and they carried away much spoil. And they smote all the cities around about Gerar, for the fear of the Most High came upon them. And they spoiled all the cities, for there was exceeding much spoil in them. They smote all the tents of the cattle, and carried away sheep and camels in abundance, and returned to Jerusalem.
That's going to happen again when the Mashiach comes back. When who you call Jesus Christo or Jesus Christ, that's who's coming back. He's going to do the same exact stuff. Okay? To my Ethiopian friends, hey, this is no joke. All right? I'm trying to tell you guys this stuff. They're not going to. Your own people are not going to teach you this. Okay? And if they do, they probably are people. Most High willing.
Big bows.
But anywho, let's jump to let's get the next chapter, chapter 15.
2 Chronicles, chapter 15. And the Spirit of the Most High came unto Azariah, the son of Obed. And he went out to meet Asa, and said unto him, Hear ye me, Asa, and all Judah and Benjamin. The Most High is with you while you be with him. And if you seek him, he will be found of you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you.
So he's letting you know, if you forsake him, he's going to forsake you. It's simple stuff, simple math that we have here. So you have, even while he was doing righteous and stuff, he had a reminder like, yo, y'all doing good and stuff, but if you mess up, he's gonna mess y'all up. Okay? And this is exactly what's happening today with our people. All right? But go ahead, Elder.
Verse 3. Now for a long season, Israel had been without the true Father, and without a teaching priest, and without law.
And without the Most High, a true Elohim, or I should say El in this case, and without a teaching priest and without law. Okay? So once again, who should be teaching them laws? Priests and the Levites. Okay? But like, even in the law, it says it's forbidden to forsake a Levite. As a matter of fact, Levites are good for you guys. You know, righteous ones, it's like a blessing coming into your house and stuff. But y'all forsake it, literally. Okay? But go ahead, Elder.
But when they in their trouble did turn unto the Most High, El of Israel, and sought him, he was found of them. And in those times there was no peace to him that went out, nor to him that came in. But great vexations were upon all the inhabitants of the countries. And nation was destroyed of nation, and city of city. For El had vexed them with all adversity.
So, yo, we need to get back on that level with the Most High soon. So we can start, you know, having these other nations getting vexed and stuff, and all the nations that do cleave on to us, Gentiles that do cleave and try to follow power, they're going to be excused from all that stuff. They ain't going to get hit with these things, okay? So to you camps out there that's teaching against Gentiles and stuff, you better start reading that Torah in the Hebrew, okay? Stop lying to these people, because all you're doing is lying to yourself, and you digging you a worser hole with the Most High than anything.
Blood on your hands.
Seriously, blood on your hands. Gentile blood on your hands. How about that? All right. Well, go ahead, Elder.
Verse strong. Be ye strong, therefore, and let not your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded.
For your work shall be rewarded. Everything that you do righteously to the Most High, it will be rewarded. And any of your wickedness works that you guys will do will also be rewarded. Okay? So don't think because you're getting blessings and things like that. Hey, there's a time for the wickedness, like the scripture says. Don't sit there and be envy towards the wicked that they're getting all these things. Okay? They're living in a facade right now. All that's going to come tumbling down very soon. All right? So just stick to yourself and reflect on the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, Ellie.
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
And when Asa heard these words and the prophecy of Obed the prophet, he took courage and put away the abominable idols out of all the land of Judah.
We'll read that again. Start that again, Elder. Elder. Salakia, y'all.
Verse 8. And when Asa heard these words and the prophecy of Obed the prophet, he took courage and put away the abominable idols out of all the land of Judah and Benjamin, and out of the cities which he had taken from Mount Ephraim, and rewarded and renewed the altar of the Most High that was before the porch of Judah. And
so the Most High, Asa listened to Prophet Oded, and basically showing and prove that he took out all the rest of the stuff that was in Israel that people were still holding up and things like that. So with that being said, he's hearkening on to the Most High. But go ahead.
Verse 9. And he gathered all Judah and Benjamin and the strangers with them out of Ephraim and Manasseh and out of Simeon, for they fell to him out of Israel in abundance, when they saw the Most High their El was with him. So they gathered themselves together at Jerusalem in the 3rd month, in the 15th year of the reign of Asa. And they offered unto the Most High the same time of the spoil which they had brought 700 oxen and 7,000 sheep. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Most High, the El of their fathers, with all their heart and with all their soul. And whosoever would not seek the Most High, El of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
So I'll hold it right there. You probably want to ask him what was that about. And it says, I'll reread 12 again. It says, and they entered into a promise to seek the Most High Yah of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul, that whosoever would not seek the Most High power of Israel should be put to death, whether small, great, whether man or woman. So show and prove here. Yo, y'all ain't fearing the Most High, y'all gonna get put to death. Plain and simple, man or woman. And hey, a lot of y'all better stop pedestaling each other and stuff. Women pedestaling men, men pedestaling the women and stuff. Because all y'all got a death, a due date coming up. Okay? But, what was that about? Okay. Go ahead, Ellie.
Verse 14. And they swear unto the Most High with a loud voice, and with shouting, and with trumpets, and with cornets. And all Judah rejoiced at the oath, for they had sworn with all their heart, whole desire, and he was found of them, and the Most High gave them rest round about. And also concerning Maacah, the mother of Asa the king, he removed her from being queen.
Stop right. He did what?
He removed her from being queen.
There is no queens sitting on the throne in Israel. Period. All right? There's no queen up in heaven sitting next to the Most High on the throne. Stop it. So all you, hey, brothers, I'm going to say this. I understand that you mean well when you call sisters queens and things like that, but you're not understanding a lot of them when they hear this, they take a spirit on them, and then all of a sudden they acting like they got long robes flowing from miles and miles and crumbs that fall down. Everybody should bow down to their feet and things like that. Stop telling them that stuff. And same thing with you brothers calling each other kings and stuff. Guess what? A lot of y'all ain't no kings. You need to stop it. There's only one king. Okay? And with that being said, too, stop saying, and you sisters stop saying that to these brothers and stuff. And the brothers stop calling each other king. Stop doing that. Because a lot of them take this king and then they puff, they get pride and ego. Like, oh, I'm a king? That's right. I'm a king. Thou shalt bow down and worship me. Get from amongst my presence, peasants. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm being serious. So right here, showing and prove, no queens is supposed to have been in Israel, period. Yes, there was a queen or two, but they got removed off the throne. And there's not supposed to be any. Okay? So some of y'all sisters out there, I know y'all be teaching certain things and stuff, and y'all be talking about, well, there is queens in Israel. We're supposed to be queens. Nope. That's why y'all shouldn't be teaching. And when it comes to Torah, especially. And I mean that you could teach other things, but when it comes to the Torah, show me throughout the whole scriptures where sisters were standing on the pulpit teaching the Torah. I'll wait.
1 Timothy.
Yeah. Oh, well, a lot of them now, they're not even trying to follow. They don't. Now they're starting to say, well, there's stuff wrong with Paul's writings now. But they're using that, trying to justify that. We should teach. We should be out here to teach. But once again, anyways, I don't want to get off the thing. But go ahead, Elder.
16, he removed her from being queen because she had made an idol in a grove. And Asa cut down her idol and stamped it and burnt it at the brook Kidron.
Good for him. I'm glad he tore it down and stomped the heck out of it and burned it. Go ahead.
But the high places were not taken away out of Israel. Nevertheless, the heart of Asa was perfect in all his days. And he brought into the house of the Most High the thing that his father had dedicated, and that he himself had dedicated, silver and gold and vessels. And there was no more war until the 35th year of the reign of Asa.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the next chapter, chapter 16.
Chapter 16. In the 36th year of the reign of Asa, Baasha, king of Israel, came up against Judah and built Ramah to the intent that he might let none go out or come in to Asa, king of Judah. Then Asa brought out silver and gold of the treasures of the house of the Most High and of the king's house, and sent to Benhadad, king of Syria, that dwelt at Damascus, saying, There is a league between me and thee, as there was between my father and thy father. Behold, I have sent thee silver and gold. Go, break thy league with Baasha, king of Israel, that he may depart from me.
So right here, now we have an issue. He was all perfect all his days until this issue right here. Showing to prove that he became afraid of another man instead of fearing the Most High. So he went in the temple, took the holy things of the Most High, and gave it unto the king of Syria to break his promise or his agreement with the king of what's his name? Baasha of Israel, the northern tribe king. Why would you do that? Okay. Can a man rob God? Obviously, he just did right here. But go ahead, Elder.
Verse 4. And Benadad hearkened unto the king Asa, and sent the captains of his armies against the cities of Israel, and they smote Ijon and Dan and Abelman and all the store cities of Naphtali. And it came to pass, when Baasha heard it, that he left off building of Ramah and let his work cease. Then Asa, the king, took all Judah, and they carried away the stones of Ramah and the timbers thereof wherewith Baasha was building. And he built therewith Geba and Mizpah. And at that time, Hananiah, the seer, came to see Asa, king of Judah, and said unto him, Because thou hast relied on the king of Syria, and not relied upon the Most High thy power, therefore is the host of the king of Syria escaped out of thine hand.
Mind you, real quick, also in the law that he broke here, you basically stole from your brethren that what was given unto them in their inheritance of that land, you took it from them. Whether you went to war or not, that wasn't yours. So here's another law that's been broken because you took in something that was given onto that specific, depending on which tribes it were. You took the timber and stone and stuff and took it to where you were at. You weren't supposed to do that. Okay, so this is a law that he was breaking right here as well. But ultimately, he put his trust in another man instead of the Most High. But go ahead, Elder.
Verse 8. Were not the Ethiopians and the Lubans a huge host with very many chariots and horsemen? Yet because thou didst rely upon the Most High, he delivered them into thine hand. For the eye of the Most High run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong on behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him.
Is perfect towards him on their behalf. That's who the Most High shows his favor to. Go ahead.
Herein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore, from henceforth thou shalt have wars. Then Asa was wroth with the seer, and put him in prison, in a prison house, for he was in a rage with because of this thing. And Asa oppressed some of the people at the same time.
All this. Now you're going to throw a temper tantrum because a man telling you what you did? Wow. This reminds me of individuals that when you try to help edify them, and I'm using this as an example, and I hope these individuals is watching. Every time I try to help edify you with something, and I speak real calm, humbly, and all this scenario. This is how I know for a fact. It doesn't matter if you come off strong or gentle as a dove and stuff. It doesn't matter. They're going to choose to do whatever they're going to do. But when I try to show you something that you erred in, or I try to help you, you get mad at me and you want to cut me off and call me names and things like that. So you're doing, these are prime examples right here that our people do today because they don't want to be told anything because they stuck in their ways and they harden their own minds and hearts against not you, but against the Most High. Okay? That's why to me now, I just don't even care. Like, yo, all right, you don't want to, I'm trying to show you something. You ain't trying to hear it because it's not coming from your favorite little elder or deacon or bishop or whatever man-made title out there. Then fine, so be it. I'll cut you off. I don't need to deal with you no more. I don't have to have you in my life and things like that. I'm not finna sit here and have somebody spew their little toxin waste and vomit on me and stuff because they feel in certain ways. The heck with your emotions. What the Most High said. That's the problem. So you ain't got to be around that. You can forgive them and call it a day, but that doesn't mean you have to talk with them. Doesn't mean you have to continue to build with them and stuff. Okay? But anywho, just showing and prove right here. And he locked him up, and then he started oppressing the people. Yo, one little crest came, one little pinch, one little hole came in, and sin came right through there. Okay, but go ahead, Elder.
Verse 11. And behold, the acts of Asa, first and last, lo, they are written in the book of kings of Judah and Israel. And Asa, in the 30th and 9th year of his reign, was diseased in his feet, until his disease was exceedingly great. Yet in his disease he sought not the Most High, but to the physicians.
And he still had another chance, yet he put his trust in the physicians instead of the Most High. Where do we have this situation at? Job. Okay, Job was struck with all types of stuff, and yet he put his faith in the Most High, not in a physician. Get you really start thinking and reflecting, like, dang, do I really trust in the Most High? Do I really believe that he can save me out of anything and fix all things that I can't see or what's about to happen in things in my life? Gotta ask yourself that question. But anywho, go ahead.
Verse 13. And Asa slept with his fathers and died in the 41st year of his reign. And they buried him in his own sepulchre, which he had made for himself in the city of David, and laid him in a bed which was filled with sweet odors and diverse kinds of spices prepared by the apothecaries. Art, and they made a great burning for him.
Okay, that's it on that. Let's jump to chapter 17 of 2nd Chronicles and verse 7 through 13.
Second Chronicles chapter 17 verse 7. And in the year of his reign he sent to his princesses, even to Benhail, and to Obadiah, and to Zechariah, and to Nathaniel, and to Michael, to teach the cities of Judah. And with them he sent Levites, even Shemaiah, and Nethaniah, and Zebiah, and Asahel, and Shemaraimoth, and Jonathan, and Adonijah, and Tobijah, and Todd, Adonijah, Levites, with them Elishama, and Joram, priests.
So he says he had princes, but he sent with the princes the Levites and stuff because why? It says Judah is supposed to enforce the laws, okay? But the Levites are the ones who teach it, all right? So this is how it's supposed to be done. But today, everybody's trying to be the Levite and the Judite, okay? So we're under the new thing of what's his name? Jeez. No, what Christ is under the priesthood and the king? Melchizedek. They're trying to say everybody's under Melchizedek. No. Y'all need to really read the Aramaic and the Hebrew in the New Testament. There's only one man that does that, and that's before Moshe. Okay? Not every man in Israel is Melchizedek. Okay? And it's not the changing of the law as it says and stuff. No. It's not what it's talking about. Okay? You guys really need to read the translations. But anyways, go ahead, Elder.
Verse 9. And they taught in Judah and had the book of the law of the Most High with them, and went about throughout all the cities of Judah and taught the people. And the fear of the Most High fell upon all the kingdoms of the lands that were round about Judah, so that they made no war against Jehoshaphat. And some of the Philistines brought Jehoshaphat presents and tributes, silver. The Arabians brought him flocks, even 7,700 rams, and 7,700 he-goats. And Jehoshaphat waxed great exceedingly, and he built in Judah's castles and cities of stone.
So even the Philistines, after all this crazy stuff they had done to us and things like that, became of obviously there was already tributers, but they brought all these things into Jehoshaphat. So just showing and prove how much you fear the Most High, all this can happen to you today. Okay? But y'all trying to go about it your own way and things, and you never even prayed on the Most High for a lot of the stuff that you actually want to get stuff done in life. You don't even turn to him about it. Y'all first would turn to whoever your man-made title man that you call leader. That's who you turn to first. You turn to flesh. And we see, I'm giving you the examples for what happens when you turn to flesh first and not the Most High. It doesn't work out.
That's not what Captain Tesoriok said.
Right, man. Jeez. Of the ISUPK, of the GOCC, of IUIC, and ABCDEFG. Anyways, I don't care. I laugh at this stuff. But anywho, y'all can be mad at me if y'all watch this anyways. But still, I don't care. The fact is, your leader right now is the Most High God himself. There's no king on this earth. All right? There's no king that set up these men to be those in those positions at all. So that's the order of things. I'll even do a lesson on that as well. There's so many lessons I'm going to put out that people need to hear and things. But anywho,
13?
Yeah, verse 13. And
he had much business in the cities of Judah.
He had what?
He had much business in the cities
he
of
had
Judah.
Much business in the cities of Judah. So the Bible teaches you economics. Okay? That's one point, and that's the only point I'm not. I know people been asking me. I'm not making no type of teachings on business through Israel. I'm not doing it. Nope. Because they listening to what we saying, and they hearing our brainstorming ideas and things like that, and they take it and make billions off it because they already have the money to do it. They're little thieves.
Just like they did with the inventions.
Yep, the inventions and everything. So I'm not teaching nobody that stuff. All right, if you're around me and Most High is blessing me with certain things, or I'm around other brothers, the Most High blessing them, and it comes to business and stuff, that's who I'm going to deal with. But I'm not making no teachings. Like Christ said, you need to keep your mouth shut. Y'all be talking so much and you blurt out everything. That's why they stealing all your blessings, because you talk too much. Okay? But anyways.
And the men of war, mighty men of valor, were in Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm. So pretty much that's it on that. Let's back up Luke. And obviously we see what happened when we had Philistines brought tributers and things like that. Let's jump to Proverbs 27 and 2. We'll start at verse 1. All right.
27?
Yep.
Proverbs 27, verse 1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth, a stranger, and not thine own lips.
So even a stranger, it could be Gentile, it could be another tribe, that came upon you. They'll give you praise of. You don't have to boast about anything and stuff, okay? And why I'm saying this is because we've seen that the tributers, strangers, brought stuff onto Jehoshaphat. He didn't have to boast that, I'm the king and I done this and I done that and this, that, and the other. He didn't have to. The Most High made them come up there and do it. So they was giving praises to not only the Most High, because he said the fears fell upon all the countries around about him, but they also gave praise, thanks, hey, we don't want no problem with you. Here's something for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Keep your power away from us. We ain't got no trouble, okay? So, and then this goes into any other ways, stuff that you do, what you guys love to do on social media is boast about what you guys do. You put all your business out there, and good old FBI and CIA and all these other little groups out here watching you knows your whole business, okay? You need to be quiet. Shh. But anyways, I gotta have this following. I have to be known. People need to know me. I am a man of God. Dude.
Fearing man of God.
Right. A fearing man of God. That's right. Anywho, let's jump to Psalms chapter 25 and verse 12 through 14.
Salmos.
Psalm 125.
No, Psalms 25,
25.
verse 12 through 14.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Psalm 25, verse 12. For what man is he that feareth the Most High? Him shall he teach in the way that he shall choose. His soul shall deliver at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. The secret of the Most High is with him that fear him, and he will show him his covenant.
Show him his promises. So those that fear the Most High should be the teachers. And I mean literally teach those laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? All you people out there, you guys watching this, even this video, I hope you guys have Strong's Concordance or Blue Letter Bibles or whatever translation that you need for Hebrew and stuff, and check everything that I'm saying and stuff. Okay? Because I could be feeding you a whole bunch of bull crap and lies out here and stuff. Alright? That's what, whoever is in the camps and stuff, you need to be doing this to your elders and things like that, or your leaders and stuff, and start telling them to teach the laws. Alright? That's how the Most High will show all his promises to you, secret promises as well. Alright? If you but fear him. But let's jump to Isaiah 33 and verse 1 through 6.
All right. Isaiah 33 and verse 1 reads, Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. Or when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
Real quick, on this, speaking on this spoil, you know what you so-called leaders be doing? You spoiling the people. You robbing them of their soul and things like that. So you stealing from the Most High. You're destroying everything because of the lies you're teaching, because of your pride, your ego, because your so-called pact of loyalty with dead men that taught you years and eons ago and stuff. You want to carry their doctrine around to keep their name living or whatever and stuff, for so-called thanking them for waking you up to the truth, and didn't even check the fact that it's a man-made doctrine that they taught you. Now you robbing and you killing, you're murdering all the people and stuff that's following you. So that's treacherously, and you think that you're doing good or something righteous when you're not even teaching the full Torah, the promises that the Most High said that they would have if they but kept it and guarded and continue to do it. But go ahead, Elder.
O Father, be gracious unto us. We have waited for thee. Be thou their arm every morning. Our salvation also is in the time of trouble.
Be thou their arm every morning, our salvation also in the time of trouble. This is relying on the Most High. This is fearing him. So Isaiah's putting up these prayers, but there's woes that he was giving on out to Israel and stuff. That's a warning. Well, not even a warning. It's basically almost like a hex that's coming on you, a curse. Okay? But go ahead, Elder.
At the noise of the tumult, the people fled. At the lifting of thyself, the nations were scattered, and your spoil shall be gathered like the gathering of the caterpillar, as a running to and fro of locusts shall he run upon them. The Most High is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. The wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Most High is his treasure.
Right there. So that's your stability, your knowledge of thy times, the strength of your salvation for fearing the Most High, because that'd be a treasure unto you because you fear him. It's a treasure. Okay? So, I mean, like, how you reject that treasure? I mean, dang, you getting everlasting life. You becoming immortal and things. And then other little worldly material stuff. Okay? And who knows what else the Most High has set up. But anyways, let's jump back to Psalms chapter 60, verse 4 through 5.
Psalm what, 60?
Yes, sir.
Psalm chapter 60, verse 1.
5, you said.
Verse 4 through 5.
4 through 5?
Yeah.
Psalm 60, verse 4. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth, Selah. That thy beloved may be delivered, save with the right hand, and hear me. The Most High has spoken in the holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and mete out the valley of Sukkot.
Thou hast given a banner to them that feareth thee, that he may be displayed because of the truth, Salah. That thy beloved may be delivered, save with thy right hand, and hear me. Ahiah has spoken in his holiness, and I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and mete out the valley of Sukkot. So basically, that's the banner that he's talking about. That's like writing his name in your forehead and things. It's a banner. It's a known thing. Like it tells you in Revelations. You know, those that follow me and do what I ask, his name is written in them. It's a banner saying, hey, I'm property. This man fears me. The angels do not touch these individuals, for I have saved them. You know, they're worthy and things. So when all the other little stuff happens to the earth, they won't be touched. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's jump back to Proverbs 14 and verse 26 through 27. Oops. Cheers.
Proverbs 14 and verse 26. In the fear of the Most High is strong confidence, and his children shall have a place of refuge. The fear of the Most High is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death.
Man, the fear of the Most High is strong confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's something you could be cocky in. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, yo, hey, I know I'm doing righteous according to the Most High and things like that. Y'all ain't touching me. Y'all ain't doing anything. You could be like that. But it doesn't mean, don't mix that confidence with arrogance. Okay? And pride. All right? Don't get that twisted. Because without the Most High, you ain't nothing. All right? And as it said, what was that?
27.
Yeah. The fear of the Most High is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. So he's letting you know, get away from things that's going to cause you to fall. All right? Cut them off. They ain't trying to fear. Them individuals, they ain't trying to fear the Most High. You are. You getting fountain of life. Them, they ain't. Okay? So cut yourself away from them individuals. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, don't feel all, oh man, I shouldn't do that. Nah, don't put that guilt on yourself like that. No, do what the Most High said. All right. But anywho, let's jump to Malachi, and this is
What?
chapter 3 and verse 16 through 18, and then we'll do chapter 14, the whole chapter. And that's it. And that is it.
Malachi.
Alright. Malachi chapter 3, verse 16 through 18.
Malachi, 3rd chapter, verse 16 says, Then they that feared the Most High spake often one to another, and the Most High hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Most High, and that thought upon his name.
Oh, yeah. I want to be in that book. I hope y'all want to be in that book too. A remembrance. For y'all have feared the Most High. Okay? The book of life. But go ahead, Elder.
And they shall be mine, saith the Most High of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not.
Discern. And I'm going to do a lesson on discerning and stuff too, because a lot of y'all talk about y'all discerning. No, you're not. You did not get that gift from the Ruach HaKodesh about discerning spirits and stuff. It's supposed to be a gift given onto you. And y'all discerning based off of this. Because, oh, he ain't got his fringes on. Where is it at? He's not keeping. Nah, man. How you know I ain't got my, whatever. You don't know people wearing fringes underneath their clothes and stuff. You don't know. All right? But anyways, last chapter, chapter 4, and then that's it. Little short one.
Malachi, the 4th chapter, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yes, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Most High of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet, in the day that I shall do this, saith the Most High of hosts.
So right there, so the new earth, this earth has to go. So the only way it's going to get purged is by fire. Obviously, it's telling you right here that these individuals that's not burnt up with it are going to be trodden underfoot, all the ashes of the wicked and stuff. And it's going to be known that, hey, they didn't want to serve. So that should let you know maybe there might not be a so-called, took it up to the sky or whatever. I mean, there's so many things. I really don't get on the prophecies and things like that. I just leave it be. All I'm worried about and what I teach is keeping the Torah just like the Mashiach was teaching it and keeping it. So that's all my focus is on. All right. I know brothers ask me to do stuff on prophecies and stuff. I don't do that. Nope. I'm not going to do it. I mean, it's good to know him, but to be always like, okay, here's a blood moon. Okay, here's this. Oh, dang, here's this. And about 5 thieves and came into your house and stole everything. You ain't watching. You worried about all these different things. And here it is.
Dismayed at the signs of heaven. And stuff
right.
Like that,
And here it is. You got stuff coming all up inside you. Spirits, little demons and whatever else is around you. Stealing your soul away because you so worried about this. Instead of worrying about what the law say. And applying it to yourself.
Right, worried about the moon and stuff like that.
You shouldn't have to. Yeah, you could look, but don't be dwelling on it, all right? Well, go ahead, Elder.
Verse 4. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant.
Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant. Go ahead.
Which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Most High. And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse.
So, we know, well, in this case, the Mashiach, but also we know Elijah's coming back before the Mashiach. So, that was probably not talking about the Mashiach at the time. That probably was talking about Elijah, because before the second coming, if you guys believe this, Revelations 11 or 13, I think it is, about the two witnesses, I believe it's Elijah and Enoch. Okay? And they're supposed to prophesy for 1,000 some odd, how many ever days and stuff. So a couple years they supposed to prophesy back in the land in the same area where the Mashiach was crucified and stuff. So with that being said, to show and prove, that's what they'll do. I believe that. You know, you don't have to believe it. You know, whatever. That's what I believe. So, anywho, but that's it for that. Like I said, hope you guys got some understanding. I hope that, you know, this really puts some fear in your minds and your hearts, you know, and I mean it in a good way, to turn back on to the Most High and things. And, you know, I hope it pricks you, and, you know, also pricks me at the same time, and things. It's putting this out here to remind me as well. And, you know, I just hope that you guys really turn back on to the Most High and follow what he says. So, anywho, we'll see you guys next week, Most High willing. I'm Brother Ezekiel.
Brother Chris.
And we're saying Shalom, Yasharallah, and the world.
World.
Shalom.
Shalom.